As we discussed, is when this metal plate is exposed to sunlight or any light, any electromagnetic radiation, then there is emission of the electrons from this metal surface. And here we apply the voltage initially when we connect this plate with positive terminal, this with negative terminal. And if we make it positive and this one negative, then more number of electrons are attracted towards the positive plate and more current flow inside a circuit. So initially when we increase the voltage, then there is increase of the current in the circuit. That current we call the photocurrent. Photocurrent increases with the voltage. But here the number of electrons emitted from the metal surface also depend upon the light. So you can increase the voltage, there is increase of the photocurrent inside in a circuit, but it increases up to certain limit, because here there are limited number of the photoelectrons. So when all photoelectrons move in a circuit, then the current goes on maximum value, and after that when we increase the voltage, there is no increase in the photocurrent. And when we make it negative, then the photocurrent goes on, photocurrent decreases, because now this plate is connected to the negative terminal of the voltage source. Here when we reverse the voltage source, then less number of the electrons moves in a circuit, and the current flow in circuit decreases. And when we increase the reverse voltage, we make it more and more negative, then the flow of the charges in a circuit decreases, and at certain negative voltage the charge flow inside a circuit stops, and that negative voltage we call the stopping potential. So what we concluded, that when we increases the voltage, then there is increase of the photocurrent, but after certain value, certain limited value, the current become constant. And in reverse direction, when we increase the voltage, then current decreases, and when we increase the reverse voltage after a certain value, the current stops. So if we plot the graph between the applied voltage and photocurrent, we get this graph for voltage and current. Here on x-axis we plot the voltage, and on y-axis we plot the current. This is the zero value of the voltage. At that side voltage increases in positive direction, and that side reverse voltage increases, and here we plot the current. So initially when we increase the voltage in positive direction, then current increases, but after certain value it's become constant. Again we expose the metal surface to another type of radiation, and the number of the electrons emitted from the metal surface changes. So for second type of radiation, again when we increase the voltage, then the current goes on increasing, and after certain value it's become constant. And we follow the third type of radiation on the metal surface. Again we increase the voltage in positive direction, current increases, but after certain value it's become constant. Now if we increase the voltage in reverse direction for all these three types of radiation, ठीक है, और different here when we follow the different type of radiation over the metal surface, different number of the photoelectrons are emitted from the metal surface, and different current flow inside a circuit. But for all these type of radiation, for different number of the photoelectrons, when we increase the voltage in reverse direction, then current goes on decreasing, because very few electrons have sufficient energy that they overcome the repulsion of the voltage source, and they move inside a circuit and cause the photocurrent. After increasing the voltage in reverse direction, we get a certain value of voltage at which all the electrons stops. There is emission of the electrons from the metal surface, but these electrons don't move towards the other plate of the other metallic plate, and they not move towards another metallic plate, and they not show any photocurrent inside a circuit. So that potential at which all the electrons stops means they have not moved towards other plate and there is no photocurrent inside circuit, galvanometer or ammeter show no deflection. That potential we call the stopping potential. Here there are different number of the electrons, but all the electrons stops at the same reverse potential. When we generate different number of the photoelectrons, but the kinetic energy of the photoelectrons not depend upon the intensity of the light. When we fall the light of different frequency, then different number of the photons emitted from the metallic surface, but all the electrons emitted by different radiations are stops at the same potential. So we can say that stops mean they have no kinetic energy, mean the kinetic energy just depend upon the reverse voltage, that we call stopping potential. The kinetic energy of the electron not depend upon the type of radiation we fall over a metal surface, means not depend upon the intensity of the light which we fall on the metal surface. If we just fall the same type of radiation over a metal surface, but we change its intensity, first we fall the less intense light, then we goes on increasing intensity, more and more number of electrons emitted, but all the electrons stops at the same potential. So what we conclude that the kinetic energy of the electrons emitted from a metal surface just depend upon the stopping potential. It's not depend upon the intensity of the light. Here let's we fall the red light over a metal surface and the number of electrons emitted from this metal surface and they are attracted towards the positive plate. And if we increase the intensity of the red light, then more and more electrons emitted and they move inside a circuit and give the photocurrent. But when we make it negative, then the electrons which having sufficient kinetic energy that they overcome the repulsion are attracted towards this plate and they move inside a circuit and they show the current. So the kinetic energy of the electrons emitted from this metal surface depend upon the voltage of this metal surface. अगर इसको हम पॉजिटिव रखते हैं तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ज़्यादा इसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होंगे, स्ट्रेट होंगे, उनके पास ज़्यादा काइनेटिक एनर्जी आएगी तो आप इस तरफ जाएंगे. अब इस पर डिपेंड नहीं करता कि आप लाइट इंटेंस लाइट फॉल करवाओगे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ज़्यादा जनरेट हो सकते हैं, लेकिन इंटेंस लाइट की वजह से आपके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास एनर्जी ज़्यादा नहीं आ सकती. एनर्जी डिपेंड करती है कि आपने इसको पॉजिटिव रखा हुआ है या फिर आपने इस सेकंड मेटल प्लेट को नेगेटिव रखा होगा. अगर इसको आप पॉजिटिव रखते तो ऑब्वियसली इनके पास एनर्जी ज़्यादा होगी, इसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होंगे. एनर्जी क्या है, आपके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन नेगेटिव है तो इसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होगा तो ज़्यादा स्पीडली यहाँ पर जाएगा, उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज़्यादा होगी. अगर आपने इसको नेगेटिव बना दिया दूसरी प्लेट को, तो नेगेटिव बनाने में आपके पास अब इलेक्ट्रॉन जिनके पास सफिशिएंट एनर्जी होगी तो वो इसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करेंगे. ये तो उसको रिपेल कर रहे हैं तो उसके पास अगर ज़्यादा एनर्जी है, इसकी रिपल्शन वाली फोर्स है, तो वो इसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होगा. अब इसकी नेगेटिव इसकी रिपल्शन को आप ज़्यादा करते जा रहे हो तो इलेक्ट्रॉन के पास तो एनर्जी इंटेंसिटी आप भले ज़्यादा कर लो, इंटेंसिटी तो वो डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा है ना, वो डिपेंड कर रहे हैं कि आपके पास इस प्लेट का चार्ज क्या है. तो अगर इसको आप नेगेटिव बनाते जाओगे तो आपके पास जितने भी इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से मिट आउट हुए, अगर इसकी रिपल्शन ज़्यादा होगी तो कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे फ्लो नहीं करेगा. तो यहाँ पे करंट आपके पास डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंटेंसिटी के लिए सेम नेगेटिव वोल्टेज पे आपके पास ज़ीरो हो जाएगा. मीन्स द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स emitted फ्रॉम दिस मेटल surface डिपेंड अपॉन द voltage. It's not depend upon the intensity of the light fall over a metal surface, and if you increase the intensity, more and more electrons emitted, but they move inside a circuit or not, it's depend upon the applied voltage.